I'm going to show from standing up, nice way to try to enter this position. Let's assume that I can do this actually if the person's sitting up as well, but let's imagine this one I'm against someone who's on their back, okay, and I want to try to make it to the half guard. I like to do my favorite ones, my strongest ones to my left, like this, but maybe you guys can figure out which side you like, or maybe the fight tells you which side to go. Maybe he's kind of like leaning over this way a bit. That might tell me, okay, if I want to do this particular guard pass, I should go this way. I'm going to do my favorite side though, and I'm going to touch his legs and I'm going to get down onto my knees. But this is something that I like to do a lot as someone who likes to go through the half guard. I'm going to try to like bite your foot with my two knees as I come down. So I'm in this position. Look, as I kneel down, look, I'm going to bite my two knees together around this foot. So at least I know no close guard, no triangle, no arm bar, no spider guard. Maybe he's doing something over here, but I don't have him with his 2 feet. He's probably going to have to choose half guard. I want to pass half guard, and I'm kind of making him choose half guard here like this. It's also a half guard where his foot isn't very deep through. It's not like, look, back here. And when his foot is all the way back there, maybe, and this might not be a great idea for Carol, but maybe Carol chooses 2 legs back there to hold on to me. If I give him just his foot is stuck underneath, most people are going to want to put this knee in front of me, okay? Because he hasn't got a good opportunity to go like a deep grip on my legs with his legs. Again, in front, I get down onto my knees and I capture this. Hey, he's gonna wanna put this in front of me, but even if he doesn't, I'm dragging it with my 2 hands. I'm gonna pull it down, weave here. Some people were asking me, do I do a grip here? I'm just gonna do a fist. I'm gonna put my fist right on the floor. Why are we doing this as well? Can we spin our head this way? So one thing to always think about when you're trying to pass the half guard is the leg that's between your legs. We don't want this to come out. We are using our butt to sit on it at the start. He can't take this out. If he tries to take it out, he's probably going to want to put it in a closed guard. This is bad for me, yeah? So I'm sitting on it initially, I suppose, so he can't take it out. But if I don't control it properly and I get up like this, I'm not sitting on it anymore. And he's going to be able to draw that leg out and block the side that I want to go. So the leg weave is in front of this bottom leg, so that when I do lift up my butt, if he tries to take that out, I'm blocking it. I'm pushing it back. I prefer that fist in the floor because it lets me put a lot more weight through it. If you are just holding his trousers like this, now it's just the strength of your arm. It's not like leaning on it in the same way. So I try to get that fist on the floor. I think you guys will like that as well, okay? So we've added something to the start, right? We've gone knees and get my leg weave position like this, okay? Guys, I want the person on the bottom here to go 2 hands onto this grip, and I want you to watch Carol's bottom shoulder. He's going to slide this back and break the grip. If I can't connect to your upper body here, I shouldn't do this pass. So Carol defends this well now, and he can almost let me out of his legs. This isn't going to be a guard pass. He's going to be able to keep himself safe. So another thing that we're learning about passing the half guard is when we're in the legs, we're going to try to get a really good upper body control, and then we're going to get out of the legs to that upper body control. So the grip on the head is very important here. He's let me get it for the drill and then broken it. But the same thing that we're going to talk about here applies if I can't even just get it in the first place, okay? What I'm going to do is you block this as best you can, and I want my partner to really make that hard for me to grab. I'm going to draw my hand back towards this leg weave hand, and I'm going to use this to grab your bottom sleeve like this. This works almost every time for me. If he doesn't follow me here as I bring my hand down, that's going to help me win the battle to the collar, right? But he's doing a really good job. I bring it down, I grab it with my leg weave. Important that I'm still kind of sitting on his foot, remember? Because now I don't really have my leg weave, so don't let him take his foot out. I'm going to drag it back, and now I have to pull my hand backwards. This is something that we don't see enough people do. When we get blocked, people just want to keep going forwards, 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 backwards. Now you're free, and you have a chance to try to beat him, okay? Blocked, grabbed. As soon as you get this collar here, which should be easy for you to do, I don't care about his hand anymore. You can have that back. Fist, and then we do our pass, okay? I would love you guys as well to try to imagine, especially when you start to get your feet free, I want you guys to see how I'm kind of sideways on Carol here, a little bit. I'm going to the side control. I don't want you guys to be in the half guard, you lock me in there, and be like lined up with him. Look at his spine is this way, and so is mine. We're both on the same line. I want to try to drag him around to the side a little bit more here, okay? So, hold drill. Legs, boom. He blocked me, great job. Grab over the top. I'm always going to try windshield wiper for free. If he doesn't use his toes, windshield wiper for free there. I have to find out if he is using his toes. Oh, he is. Down. Look at this as well now. When I pull my left foot to the left, this foot here, I'm also thinking about pulling, I'll do it without my left foot, my right foot to the right. So this is the windshield wiper that I want to do, but his toes are holding me there. So when I put my left windshield wiper on, I do both shins going away from each other and instantly over the top like this. You'll notice I'm not doing any of this type of move, like sprawl back. This is worse because I'm getting away from where I want to go. If you imagine my head going forwards, head still going forwards the whole time. Weight through your head and like force. Nice entry now into some of the half guard stuff. Nice reminder that in order to pass through the half guard, you must look for that upper body head control and nice little grip fight to save you in this move as well. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Quite a realistic drill, right? I'm saying, hey, when you get down, this is from my sparring experience. You guys are going to feel these things. That's why it's good to make a project of these things, right? Every time I spar this week, I'm going to do whatever this thing is. Because then I start to feel all these different reactions. Well, every time I try to do it, they try to do boom, 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 boom. And this is how you get better at a technique. It's not just someone tells you, like me, or like on YouTube or something, someone says, oh, do this. You have to be able to do it against all of these different people. Correct reaction, correct timing, all of these things. So from my experience, one thing that happens a lot, like I said, is that your partner is going to want to put that knee in front. We are going to talk in today's class about when the knee goes behind, but let's still try to keep that knee in front when we're on the bottom, okay? I also feel a lot when I'm in the half guard, especially, and let's think about this, especially I put you in the half guard. I chose that we're passing through the half guard. Sometimes, and quite a lot of the time in all honesty, because it's a common position, sometimes he wants to be there anyway. So he's not going to try to take his foot out as much as some other people, okay? But I put this guy in half guard from a position where he had his 2 feet free. 2 feet are free, 1 is stuck. He's going to want to get it back out. So you guys have to manage that better by sitting on it or by using your leg weave here like this, okay? We're learning about going to the head. All of this stuff is good. I want to see more people trying to get a little bit of an angle on your partner, even when you're still stuck in the legs. It's going to be more powerful for Carol if he can kind of keep his knees more in line, down underneath him like this. I'm trying to bring him into a bit more of a scrunched up position here. It's also worth noting that anytime you get the chance, you want to upgrade this a little bit to the point where maybe you're eventually like all the way behind his head. The reason that we don't hold behind the head from the start is because you shouldn't be able to. Knee shield, that's what Carol is using, is for keeping me away from your head. Underhook, if you swap that for an underhook, is for bringing your head close to me type of move, right? So if knee shield, you let me do this now, if knee shield, I can just completely grab your head from the start, you messed up a little bit on the bottom. It should pretty much always feel like knee shield, but that's all I can reach. Collar like this. And I have to use those things to pull me in and bit by bit by bit by bit. Now, last thing that we'll talk about here, switching sides, okay? I'm gonna pass to my first side here, but because of those things that I've just mentioned, I'm tucking him up, I'm bringing his knees around to this side. Perhaps when you get out of the guard, this side here doesn't look so nice to pass into. Everything is quite closed. Of course, we want to try to just battle in there. This is an important concept. Take your time, be patient, and wear your partner down, and hopefully you will win. But let's talk about swapping to the other side, and this is going to teach us about our head position as well. This is why we have our head where we have it in the first place. As well as pushing his shoulder back here, if I keep my head on Carol, as opposed to, right, my head off to the side, head's not on him now. If I keep my head on Carol and I decide that I'm over here and I don't feel good to make this side control, I can jump over the other side of him, head is on him, which gives me the chance to put my head over here now. A simple rule that we should all have is when we pass and hold someone down, legs one side, head the other side like this, yeah? If it's head and legs on the same side, all that's holding them down is just your arm, and that's definitely not going to be strong enough here. So if I do my leg weave pass, and it's a mistake, I see it a lot, right? Hopefully not so much today, but if I do my leg weave pass and I put my head over here too soon and I can't win the first side control, I've lost my ability to do a switch now. I can't jump over here because you're going to be out of position for that little second, okay? So head on top of him. This is gonna be the last thing that we'll do. Boom. Drag him down here, get your leg out, walk to the side, and he's tucked up here. I'm gonna take my leg weave out and just push his top leg down. It was in between his legs, I take it out, push the top leg down. I don't even have to make a grip, but you can, because remember, this part is gonna be slow. This part is like, I'm trying to get in, I can't. I reach for the top leg, push it down, jump just your legs, take your arm out, and hug him here from behind. Head only comes off your partner when you're going to settle for your side control. That's something that we could apply without swapping sides too. This is the last demo. Well, if my head is going to come here, it must be confirmation that I think I'm going to make it into this side control. That's why I pop my head over here. And if Carol feels my head go over there too early, just do not let me into this side control. Now work so hard to not let me in here, and I'm gonna have to try to put my head back to push it away, which you can also try to make hard, and the problem is gonna get worse for me, I hope, okay? Straight away, when we start practicing here, if you have any questions on that, call me and I'll come over straight away. This is the last thing that we will do on the leg weave. Next part of the class is I can get past that knee, okay? 1, 2, 3.